Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's like Warlord, the Stash. I've had a lot of you asking me about how to make ice blocks. You've needed it for the seafood warehouses, for the salmon nigiri, and probably sushi boat and all the other builds coming in the future. So let's get into it. So right here, I've got three options you've got. Basically, these are the three options I would consider viable for getting ice blocks. Now, to make an ice block, you have two options. You can either go the water facility route, or you can go the Master Wizard route. So you can see Master Wizard there. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. All right. So we have the Master Wizard route, or we have the water facility route. So if you've made a water facility recently, you would have noticed that it gives you the option to make an industrial ice block, which needs water drum and cold. Master Wizard can make a magical ice block. Same thing, it needs cold and water drums. So we got these three layouts right here. We're going to go over them one by one. All right, we're going to go with the cheapest option, which is the option I recommend most of you do. It is the slowest option, but it is the cheapest option. So what you need to take into account is I'm going to use ponds, but if you have a pond, if you have a water edge like an ocean or a river, you can do the same thing. So we'll go over all three. So let's start out with pond. We're going to place two ponds, and then we're going to place a water pump here and a water pump here. And then in industrial, we're going to place a water facility there. And then you're going to need to build three wizard workshops. Wizards workshops produce passive cold. If you come here in the visualizer and look, you can see we now have three passive cold on this water facility. Right? So at that point, you need to make roads for these guys. You know what I'm saying? And the ice blocks are stored in a storehouse. So you put your storehouse there, and there you go. That would make ice blocks. So if we click on this guy, you can see he's got 2 water drums and 3 cold. So we'd set him to ice blocks. Now, if you don't want to do water pumps, in my opinion, it's just you're already spending a bunch of money. You might as well do water pumps. It speeds up the process. But let's say you don't want to do that. Let's say you don't want to do that. Your option is then to make a warehouse and another water facility. And then you make this water facility do water drums. Right? So you'd probably do it like this. Put the warehouse right there. Yeah. And then you turn this guy onto water drums. So this guy would make the water drums that this needs. Right? See how it's got 0 of 2 now? But if you look at the cost, let's look at the cost for this stats here. $4.5 million. Okay? So let's remove that and put the water pumps back in and look at the cost. $4.6 million. You're already spending, you know what I mean? Like, you're already there. And this is faster. So in my opinion, this would be the way to go. So you can do it like this, and that will give you the ice blocks you need. Now, to make a seafood warehouse, you need 5 ice blocks. Okay? 5 ice blocks. Now, we'll go show that real quick. Let's show that where I got an empty spot at. Let's do it right here. Okay. Actually, I don't have to do that. I can just come in here. You go to seafood warehouse. You see it needs 5 ice blocks, 10 lumber, and 10 energy. Right? So the ice blocks is the problem, making the ice blocks. So in my opinion, you need to build at least 2 seafood warehouses, depending on the build. If you're doing like the boats, maybe do 3 seafood, maybe even 4. At the point of you've already built this, right? You can just dedicate 1 storehouse and fill it up with ice blocks. So then you'll have 20 and you'll be done. And as soon as you're done with this, you delete it and you go about your build, right? So at that point, you might as well just make the 20. Unless you're 100% sure you only need 10. So let's pretend we're going to use our river here. Same thing. 2 water pumps. We're going to put our master wizards here. Boom, boom, boom. Because they provide 1 passive, so the middle one is basically getting 3. And then we don't need a warehouse because we've got the water pumps. So now we put our storehouse here. And then we put our roads. Boom, boom. That is not a road. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. So that would be how you do it with a river or with an ocean, right? Because it gives you you're not getting passive water, you're getting passive water drums. So you just need to be a way to put the water drums in, right? So again, if we go to this cheap option costs me what? 4.6 million. Okay, so it's expensive, it's time consuming, it's a pain in the butt. What does a wizard tower cost to make or take to make? Let's look real quick. Wizard tower needs 10 lumber, 10 wood, and 10 energy. So the problem is it's probably 1.2 million for you guys. I got it's 1.2 million. Let's just go. Let's just say it's 1.2, whatever the hell it is. It's obviously I've got these that are affecting my price right here. The ornaments are affecting the price. So let's just go ahead and say it's expensive. It's just know it's expensive, okay? Wizard Workshop expensive. But to segue into the other thing, if you were going to go the Master Wizard route, which is faster, the ice blocks are made in 30 seconds, right? They are faster. Look at the cost difference. 1.125 for the Master Wizard, but that's the same price, right? But the Santa's Factory, which makes the passive cold, is 3.75. So I guess there's two ways you could do it. Let's ask there's three ways. Let's go into the way I would do it. If you're going to go ahead and do it the slow way, I would just go ahead and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Just do two. I would do two. The cost difference to me is negligible, and it would be, in my opinion, the better way to go. So we put a road here. Still got our two passive water drums, right? And now we need one more wizard tower. So now we can have our 3 cold. So now they both got 3 cold. And again, same thing. We're going to put a storehouse in here. Boom. Now what is the cost on this? The cost on this is 6.1 million. So it is more expensive, but you're going to make the ice blocks in half the time, right? So to me, that's worth it. If you're already spending 4.6 million, you might as well spend 6.1 million, right? You can start with that first one and then add in the second stuff once you have the cash. That would probably be the way to do it. And again, same thing. You just put it over here by an ocean or a river edge. You don't need the ponds, right? So if you're doing it with an actual water edge, it is a little bit cheaper. It is this much cheaper. It's a little bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper. But by how much? Negligible amounts, right? Obviously, if you've got a water edge, use that to your advantage. So let's start with, let's go the route of the Master Wizard. Now the Master Wizard needs water drums and cold, just like the other one. So we're going to keep the same thing. We're going to put our ponds here. We're going to put our water pumps. So now this Master Wizard has 2 water drums. It needs 3 cold. So you could go this route, right? Some people use the Santa Factory because you only have to build 2 of them, but it's so expensive. This might be the better route. This might be the other way to do it. So let's look at our stats real quick. We need a storehouse. This is 7.5 million. So this is significantly more expensive, right? Statistically significant, going from 4.6 to 7.6, right? That's 3 million extra. Would it be faster? Yes, it would be much faster. So if you can save up to 8 million and then build this out, this would work. If you really wanted to do it quickly, then you go ahead and put you another wizard tower and another Master Wizard. Put your road. Boom. And that's $12 million. But that's, I mean, honestly, you don't need to do this because the Master Wizard makes it in 30 seconds. Versus if you're doing it with the water facility is much slower. The water facility is 600 seconds per ice block. So a significant difference between 600 seconds and 30 seconds, right? Obviously. So this would be the alternative. Again, the other way you could do it, which is really expensive, is the Santa's Factory. So if you put a Santa's Factory, you don't even have to do 2 Santa's Factories, basically. So you put a road here, and then road here and road here. And now you could have 3 Master Wizards, right? Now, I actually would need to do this. We need to make another one. Like that. So what would our grand total be here? Or you could just do it like that. Grand total is 19, almost 20 million. Yeah. So this is like if you have plenty of money, right, and you just need to get it done fast, this would be the fastest way to do it, obviously. But it's going to cost you way more. So in my opinion, stick with the cheap route or the second cheap route. Obviously, use a water edge if you can. That would save you a little bit of money, but not that much considering the ponds are only 10,000. So that's it. That's cold ice blocks. You got any questions? You can leave them down below. Easy way to get a hold of me, though, is on Discord. I've got the links for that down below. We've got this visualizer that I'm using right now. Shout out to Crypto Dude and Ozzy's. That link's down below. We also have the auto refresh script and Wolftown's reload script. The auto refresh script is acting up right now, so basically we don't know why, and Crypto Dude's on vacation. So fair warning about that. We're gonna get it as soon as it's updated and everything's working again. I'll make another video, let you know. But other than that, you got links down below if you'd like to help donate. I appreciate all of you being here. I hope this answers your question. I know I'm long-winded, but I try to explain things as much as I can instead of doing little shorts. So, I'm liking Warlord Stash. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Ooh, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I want to shout out my Patreons from Patreon, and my new YouTube members as well. I got that going. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. Your help has been crucial to keeping me alive and keep streaming and keep helping and hopefully entertaining you along the way. Anything I can do to make it more worth your while, please let me know down below. Also, you can find me on my Discord. I have my Discord server link down below, Patreon links down below, and then membership should be somewhere around here. Thank you all so very, very much. I really appreciate you. And I look forward to the future, and I hope you will come along for this journey with me. Thank you. Take care.